and today on toDIYfor I'm going to show you how to make some geometric shapes. They're very popular right now. Maybe you've seen them in stores or all over Pinterest, and they're really easy to make. Now you can go ahead and make them with metal piping. I opted for the way cheaper alternative of making them with straws, and I think that they actually turned out really well. So let me show you how I put those together.
So you're going to need some straws. I used fishing line, but you can also use thin wire. Also, whatever color spray paint you like to color yours, and some scissors. So first off, these have the bendy part on the straw, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut those all off and create a bunch of long lengths of straws. For my first shape, I'm using 10 of the long lengths and then 2 that I cut a little bit shorter. So grab a very long piece of fishing line and begin to strand through these straws, 2 long ones and 1 shorter one, and the 3 of those are going to create this triangle shape. So you can tie a knot around that and make that triangle shape. Again, repeat the same process and you'll have 2 shapes that are the same. And then we are going to take the excess fishing line that is still attached to each one of those triangles and feed through another 2 long lengths of your straws. So when those are all added together, we get this kind of diamond shape, and you can tie that other strand together there and create 2 of the exact same. So once we have those 2 shapes, we're going to attach them by putting some fishing line through the centerpiece, attach a long strand, feed it through the other centerpiece of your other diamond, and attach another long strand. Creates a shape like this, and then you're going to tie those together and kind of create a box within the middle section of your 2 different shapes. So you can tie that together, cut off all of the excess fishing line, and it's a little flimsy right now, but we're just going to tie the 2 points together and that will create your shape. So again, just doing that with some excess fishing line. So this is kind of what your shape looks like when it is all finished. I'll show you how to make another shape. I decided to make a different triangle shape. Again, just taking 2 of those longer lengths, cutting them in half, and just to make sure that those are all even, I lined them up again and just trimmed any excess off. So this shape is going to use 8 long ones and 4 short ones. So again, creating that similar triangle shape by adding 2 long ones and 1 short one. And I did it a little bit different this time. I have the opposite end of the fishing line from the other strand, feeding that back through the short strand. And when you pull them tight together, it kind of creates this triangle shape. It just avoids having to make more knots. So I'm adding a long strand to each opposite side there. And again, creating that diamond shape. You can tie that off and repeat this entire process. And again, make the exact same shape. So you have 2 diamond shapes that look like this now, and then I just ended up tying up the 2 points again together with some fishing line, and to connect the center pieces, taking another short strand of my straw, feeding some fishing line through that, and then I'm going to feed that through the other strands that are already in the diamond shapes, and continue to create that box with the extra piece of straw as well again. So you can tie those all together and create that box shape in the center, tie off the ends, and then cut off any excess you have, and that's what your other shape looks like. So have some fun and do some different shapes and sizes, experiment with different lengths, and then you can go ahead and spray paint them. I chose to do mine in this gold metallic spray to make them look more like metal.
So it's pretty simple once you get the hang of it, but like I said, it's a lot easier if you just make the base shapes and then end up connecting them with the connector pieces. At least that's what I found when I was making mine. And you can do all sorts of different triangle, diamond-based shapes, and just have some fun with it. I'd love to see what yours look like when you're all done and how you decorate with them. So send me some photos on Instagram and on Twitter. You can follow me at Janelle Steeper, and then use the hashtag toDIYfor if you're going to tag me in any of those photos. Don't forget to subscribe. Next Wednesday, I'll be back with a new DIY video, and if you enjoyed this DIY, like it and share it with your friends. Cheers, I'll talk to you then. Whoops.